What's going on, everybody? It's Clint from the Die Hard MMA podcast. This is the episode for UFC Vegas 22. Make sure you click that link below, head on over to odds.com, give us a thumbs up, and good luck on all your betting action this week.
Lightweight fight up next, man. Leonardo Santos taking on Grant Dawson. Curious if maybe this is the one that you alluded to before. Leonardo is 41 years old, and he's one of these never-aging Brazilians, man. I want to know what cream they use. Like, they just don't get old. He's 41 years old, and he's a monster, 18-4. Came into MMA in 2016. Like, talk about a late start. This is like Damian Maia-esque, where he's a world champion jiu-jitsu player, switches over to MMA, and then has excellent striking because he just applies that same exact world champion mentality. Really good range control, big, powerful right hand, 3-inch reach advantage, taking on Grant Dawson, 16-1, another one of these hyped prospects, hard hitting low kicks. This guy is an excellent use of the calf kick that you were talking about. He's got that big, tall knee up the middle. He likes to throw flying knees, big overhands, judo hip tosses, excellent timing on his level changes, and he's a great wrestler, man. When he gets on top of you, his top control is excellent. But I don't know if you want to go to the ground with a guy like Leonardo Santos. What's your read here?
Yeah, I mean, he was able to get past a submission guillotine threat in Derek Minner, but Derek Minner, he did great grappling last time out. Not that you need to be ranked, but he does not hold a Brazilian jiu-jitsu ranking that I'm familiar with, whereas you're getting, some top shelf jiu-jitsu here, not just in the gi, but coming from a jiu-jitsu based camp. Nova and Yao. I just checked his Instagram. He was on the flight with Pederneiras. Dede, as that saying goes, Dede don't leave the house for nothing, folks. That doesn't mean they're going to win, as we've seen. But that being said, most people don't like to go to the ground with, Leonardo Santos for a reason. I believe the last opponent, there were some obviously exchanges there. That was a crazy fight. I definitely got to go back and watch that one. But even at 41, I got to tell you, I'm looking at the dog here. Even if I end up siding with the dog, this definitely feels like a dog or pass because we've seen, even the Kevin Lees of the world, these prospects were super high on with even higher lines in the -4, -500. And Leo Santos, who, by the way, one of the few guys you can actually say fought for like Pride and stuff or fought on over there in Japan and like in those eras, like it's insane, man. Like I don't know. I've seen him ruin these tests before, but I also have this weird bias where I like these older guys to kind of give the vet lessons. And I guess the question is I got to ask is he's got great jiu-jitsu, but is he a dad, right? Because we've seen the Vieiras, the great jiu-jitsu Vieiras from Hidalgo to the female Vieiras in jiu-jitsu that were under Pederneiras, right? They haven't been doing so well, justified or not. And whereas the Glovers, the Jans, the Hanayayas, Damian, let's see if Damian Maia still comes back for a fight. The dad jiu-jitsu seems to be going strong. So that's going to be the main thing I'm looking for in my research. I know, as silly as that sounds. No, but seriously, the dog feels live here. I don't know if I'm just talking crazy.
I'm with you there, man. I feel like the dog is incredibly live here. I think this is a spot where we've got a favorite that's a little overhyped, and we've talked about fading the hype, this entire year. It just seems to be the way things are going right now. And Leonardo Santos, if you want an underdog, this is the type of dog that you want. This is a world-class underdog that will never stop fighting. He's got power in his hands. He can finish on the mat. He can finish on the feet. And he's going to have that experience edge, that veteran savvy that can help him overcome this young gun, which, I know Grant Dawson's got 17 MMA fights, so it's not like he's not, battle-tested or anything like that. He absolutely is. But it's a spot where I think the line might be too wide, and it's very dog or pass in my situation. I'm tempted on Leonardo Santos at plus 175 here. Got to pause real quick, man. First off, MMA royalty in the house. Will Martin MMA here showing up. Usman Masvidal 2 just announced with a full crowd. Is that real? Are those facts? Can anybody confirm?
Wow, that's news to me.
I'm jumping on Twitter right now, man. Holy shit. Usman versus Masvidal 2 next month at UFC 262. Just announced by Dana White. It's happening.
Jacksonville.
Wow. Jacksonville, Florida with a full crowd.
Well, it was going to be one of those two, but alrighty. That is definitely all
Unreal.
over the timeline. Yeah, you know, video for it and everything.
Breaking news here on the show. Thank you, Will. I appreciate you dropping that nugget, man. Holy crap. Woo.
Let's see that betting line.
No
Let's see. Let's
joke.
see. Let's test the popularity of Masvidal, folks.
So here's my thing, man. Masvidal on a full camp, I think I know we're going to get into the weeds here a little bit. I think that's a different story from Masvidal on short notice. And I've tried to fade Kamaru Usman once or twice. Like, I just don't like the guy. I don't like his face. I don't like his attitude. He rubs me the wrong way. But I've gotten to the point where I have to admit he's Khabib-esque. Like, he's just incredible. He does what he does, and it's impossible to stop him. And his striking has come along in leaps and bounds. He's so much better on the feet than he used to be. But after seeing his hands full with Masvidal last time on short notice, I don't want to be on the public side here, man. But at the same time, I feel like Masvidal is going to put up a better fight.
Two things I will say. I will say that I agree with the logic that Masvidal full camp is different than Masvidal short camp. I believe in the positive. That being said, not just speculation, by the way. I don't want sources or anything like that, but he was preparing. That camp wasn't as short as he would like to say either. So where the balance is, where the truth lies in there, we'll parse that out. But I will say that I do know that he had more prep than he let on.
Okay. That's good to know, and especially for a guy tempted to fade one of apparently maybe the greatest fighters we've ever seen, attempting to maybe poke a fade on him. That's going to help keep me off it and keep some money in my pocket potentially.
Hey man, and I'm not hating. This is the guy that like tried to fade Khabib a couple times just because he was facing southpaws. Like, so I got no room to talk, man. Believe me, I've been the contrarian going against the dominant force in the room. Not always the most fun to play.
I've done it more than I would like to admit, man. And it's only worked out like once or twice. It just doesn't happen when you get these monsters out there.